I almost didn't make a video this week. But then I remembered my yellow sticky notes. Make and share one film a week, no exceptions. So about a week ago, my laptop crashed. I took it into Apple and they had to send it away for repairs. I got mad. Motherfuck! But here we are. This also means that I can't use these guys because I won't be able to edit the footage. So that was not part of the plan. So I was like, how am I gonna make a video this week then? But this is exactly what creativity is all about. Finding unique ways to solve problems. I've never made a film completely on my phone, but I realized that most people don't have a powerful editing laptop to make films on. So today we're going to learn. Okay, so in this guide, I'm not going to talk about story or concepts or pre-production or any of that. This is going to be more of a practical guide of how to actually do the thing of making a film on your phone. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is obviously a phone. This is an iPhone 3 and I've still kept this. It still works. And it is a beast. I love this. You'll probably have something newer than this by now, but even if you have an iPhone 3, it'll do the job. Well, maybe not. You might not be able to edit the footage on the phone, but you can still shoot with the phone. So whatever you have, if it's got a camera, that's what you need. Up next, you're going to want to check your settings and make sure that everything is on the highest quality possible. So if you're shooting on an iPhone, make sure that it's shooting in 4K and make sure that it's shooting in 24 frames a second. This is going to look the most realistic and lifelike and closest to how our eyes see the world. Okay, so up next, you may or may not need a tripod. There's all different kinds of tripods you can get for phones. This one I got on Amazon. It was really cheap and folds up really small, and it's a really nice and tall big one. Does the job, but you can also get tiny ones like this, which are also super small and compact and portable and amazing little tripods. And then you also get these cool bendy ones, which I'm sure if you've seen any Casey Neistat video ever, you've seen this around. You might not need a tripod for your film, but always helps to have one in case. Otherwise, just use a windowsill if you don't have one. And then lastly, there's all kinds of other gear that you can use to take your film to the next level and get different effects and movements. There's things like stabilizers, there's things like lens filters and polarizers and all these different things and attachments that you can put onto your phone to add that extra step. But I don't think that's very necessary. If you want to, you can look into some of those things, but really all you just need is a camera and a good story. Okay, so now it's time to capture your story. Use weird angles. Have fun. Oh, I just made myself so dizzy. Get creative. So one thing that's really cool about a phone is it allows you to mount it in places that would be way more difficult to mount a full big camera. So it gives you a lot more options to be creative and have fun. Also, tape is absolutely your friend for this. So when shooting on your phone, you want to make sure that your shots are as simple as possible, because editing on your phone is going to be a lot more challenging than editing on a laptop. Things like adding in effects, sound effects, titles, all these different kinds of things are not going to be as easy to do on your phone. For example, I'm doing all of my titles in real life, so I don't have to do it in editing. This will make editing a whole lot easier. So I'm going in real simple with the edit. And I'm thinking of it like editing actual film, where all I'm doing is cutting the clips at the start and ends and laying them side by side. So when it comes to editing, there are so many apps out there. We have the classic iMovie, we have Adobe Rush, we have CapCut, and so many more apps. For this video, I'm going to be using CapCut just because I've heard some good things about it. It seems pretty user-friendly and easy to use, so this is the choice. Okay, so now that you've got your editing software, start importing your clips, bring them all onto the timeline, and from there all you have to do is start cutting it up, start cutting off the ends and the starts to where you want your clip to start and end, drop that in the timeline, and just do that for pretty much every single clip until you've got everything laid side by side, all in a nice looking sequence. Up next, you can go to the audio layer and add in your voiceover if you have any, as well as adding any music you might want to add to your video. Finally, hit the big old export button and the software will work its magic, stitching it all into one cohesive clip that can be shared. And there we go. You have made your first film on your phone. It doesn't really look like a film, but this is the basic elements as to what goes into a film. What you are seeing right now is exactly what I have done. Ooh. Now all you have to do is sit back, relax, and watch your film play out. The smartphone grew up with us. It got bigger each year along with our shoe sizes. And like us, it got faster, smarter, and began to see the world in a whole new way. It's been with us through the best times and the worst, capturing our lives and memories so we can keep them forever. Or perhaps, so we don't have to. Our friend has slowly started replacing our eyes, replacing our memories. The place where we view the world through a screen, live life through a screen. Now, I am an advocate for documenting our lives, but don't be the person sitting on your phone uploading to Instagram while you miss the moment you're so desperate to capture. Get the shot and get back in the moment. Alright, and that is that. That was a really fun film to make. I had a lot of fun just cutting up things and sticking them together and stitching it and drawing things and doing all the things. So I hope you enjoyed watching this film. If you want to see more behind the scenes, I know this was already kind of like behind the scenes, but I have this little booklet of like my actual script and how I planned out this video that you're watching right now. So if you'd like to see that, there's a link to my Patreon in my bio. You can find a ton more behind the scenes content, how I make all of my videos, and a lot of other cool exclusive content as well. So if that sounds interesting to you by any means, please go check it out. It really helps support me in the channel and helps me to keep making videos like this one. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you when I have a laptop next and can use my big boy cameras again. Although it was really fun to use my phone, and I wonder how much of an impact it had. Like, did you care that it was shot on a phone? Did you notice? Let me know. Let me know how much shooting on a phone actually impacts the quality of the video. Because I think at the end of the day, it's really about the story and about the message. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Come say hi on Patreon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.